I'm Professor Don Mueller. If you've seen Tennis Unlimited before, this is tennis for the blind or visually impaired. I, as a tennis player, enjoy playing with one racket, switching hands. I'm an ambidextrous player. I also play an interesting game called two-racket tennis. And this is something that I would like to introduce to the blind and visually impaired as well. Today we're going to have an actual match going, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in due time. First, I'd like to talk a little bit about the hitting zones in the Tennis Unlimited. We have the right shoe. This is off the right shoe. Right low, right waist, right high, right overhead. Okay? If I'm playing with my left hand, the same thing. We have the left shoe, left low, left waist, left high, left overhead. If I'm playing right-handed, and I'm going to go to the left side, we have left shoe, left low, left waist, left high, left overhead. So you get the picture. So I'll be back to talk a little bit more about the different types of play. See you later. Again, like I mentioned before, this is called Tennis Unlimited, tennis for the blind and visually impaired. I wanted to talk a little bit about movement on the court. Now, the instructor will be giving instructions to the blind or visually impaired tennis player, and they're quite simple. We simply have right, and I'm simply going to move right. We have left, I'll be moving left. We have forward, I'll move directly forward. We have back, meaning moving directly back. And then we have diagonal movements. In this case, the instructor will be either saying forward right, and I move along a diagonal. Let me go back to the starting position. Forward left, you get the picture. Back right, and finally we have back left. So, as the player, you'll be hearing these instructions, and you'll have time to put these instructions in your mind. The player and the instructor will be in synchrony, so there's no need to rush through, whether you're the player or the instructor. So simple movements around the court. I today will be imagining that I'm not going to be able to see the tennis ball. I'll be wearing these sunglasses which have a cover over the inside. So once I put these on, I cannot see in front of me. And Don will be my eyes on the court. He will be instructing me. This is Don Hankey, my associate. He's a USTA certified instructor. I will be in Don's hands. When Don thinks that there's a problem for me, he'll stop the action and say, all right, let's reset. So I have a script that Don is going to be reading. Don can either be behind me or in front of me. So when he says right or left, I'm moving to my right or to my left. Whether I'm playing with the right hand, whether I'm playing with the left hand, or this interesting aspect of tennis that I call two-racket tennis, which we'll be introducing to you as well. So we'll be back in a little bit. We're going to be receiving serve, and Don's going to lead me through the steps. Be back in a little bit.